In today's class, we will be talking about the mechanism for signal mechanism. Signal mechanism for the regulation. The previous classes we have been talked regarding the blood couples and respiratory mechanism. Blood couples and respiratory mechanism. And in the other cases we have been seeing that it will be acting as a temporary solution. It is not going to provide us a permanent solution. The permanent solution for the removing of H+ ion from the body is happening with the help of the renal mechanism. Renal mechanism, it is the only way through which the H+ ions can be get completely excreted from the body. H+ ions going to get excreted with the help of the renal mechanism. Renal mechanism is the only channel through which it is going to get excreted. In this renal mechanism, there are 4 different type of things which is happening. First is the excretion of H+ ion. Excretion of H+ ion. Reabsorption of bicarbonate. Reabsorption of bicarbonate. Excretion of titrated acid. Titrated acid. Excretion of ammonia. Excretion of ammonia. There are 2 types of things happening in the excretion of H+ ion, reabsorption of bicarbonate, particularly the excretion of titrated acid, particularly the excretion of ammonia. These are 4 key things which is happening. Now, if I am talking about the renal mechanism, all the mechanism which is happening at the nephron, in the intestinal phase. If I am talking about the renal mechanism, all these 4 processes it is going to happen at the level of nephron. Okay? Now first we will see the excretion of H+ ion, how the excretion of H+ ion is going to get excreted from the body. Now if you are going to enlarge the nephron can be seen in the form of blood, renal tubular cell. First is the tubular lumen. Tubular lumen, renal tubular cells and the tubular lumen. Now, from the blood, as I have said to you that in the previous classes when the respiratory mechanism was going on, it will be acting as a temporary solution for your body. Now, what is going to get happen? The carbon dioxide along with the water, it will reach near to the kidney and they will try to jump from the blood to the renal tubular cell. From the blood to the renal tubular cell, inside the renal tubular cells. And this concentration is very minimum, very minute quantity of the carbon dioxide plus water is going to get jump from the blood to the renal tubular cell. And from the renal tubular cell, they are going to reaction which is going to get occur in the form that it is going to get converted into the carbonic acid. Now from the carbonic acid, they are again going to form the bicarbonate and H+ ion. Bicarbonate and H+ ions. Okay. Now these bicarbonate is going to get again pushed back to the blood because blood should be rich in the bicarbonate. Whatever the bicarbonate is going to get formed due to the reaction which is happening at the carbonic acid, the bicarbonate should be again sent it back to the blood. Again sent it back to the blood. And these H+ ions, which will be acting as a main component in the whole mechanism, it will going to get kicked out into the tubular lumen. From the tubular lumen, they will connect with any kind of base and they are going to form the yes one expression and any kind of base. Hb is not representing over there the hemoglobin. It is H plus A plus base, and by that it is going to get excreted out. By that they are going to get excreted out. Why they need to get along with the base? First point is that if the H plus A1 is coming out, it can go easily in. Again, it should not go back to the circulation. So we are trapping that thing with any kind of base, any kind of base. Okay. Point 2, if only H plus A1 is going to get excreted, your urine will become more acidic. The burning type of sensation you are going to get sense. That's the reason you are trapping the H plus A1 with any kind of base, so that it can be easily going to get excreted from the body. Point 1. Point 2, in the same mechanism you are able to see that reabsorption of the bicarbonate is happening. Okay, in the book also it has been given. Sometimes in our book it has been somewhat elaborated form. Sometimes accidentally these bicarbonate will going to jump into the tubular lumen. Now this bicarbonate is very important for our body. Okay, the same mechanism is going to get occur reversely. Again the bicarbonate is going to get safe. If you are not remembering that bicarbonate, it is very easy, the absorption of bicarbonate. If you are not remembering, draw the same diagram and represent it. Here also you are saying that same reabsorption of the bicarbonate is taking place. Now, third type of mechanism is excretion of titratable acids. Excretion of titratable acids. Point 1, when the expression is coming in the tubular lumen, the sodium from the tubular lumen should go inside the renal tubular cell, and from the renal tubular cell it should be go to the blood. एक mechanism होगा. Renal tubular cell में sodium will be abundantly present inside your body. ठीक है? When my positive ion is in the form of H+ ion is coming in, that is from the renal tubular cell to the tubular lumen, the sodium from this tubular lumen cell and we should be go into the tubular cell in order to maintain the electrical activity. Okay. Coming to the excretion of titratable acid. मैं इसलिए जल्दी बोल रहा हूँ because this concept you already know this. ठीक है? Excretion of titratable acid. What do you mean by the titration? Titration. Yes. Okay. Or else bringing back to the normal titer. If you want to check any kind of titration activity, that's it is going to do. In the same way, to maintain the constant pH of the urine. What is the constant pH of the urine? 6.0. ठीक है? In some books they have given here 4.0 to 6.0 can be considered as a normal urine. ठीक है? अगर आप CUE में देखेंगे तो you will mention that quantity, color, reaction. In the reaction you will mention slightly acidic like this. ठीक है? On this basis you are saying on that basis. ठीक है? Now, in order to maintain this, because what is going to happen? If this H+ ion is continuously coming in, there will be more acidification of the urine is going to get happen. अगर H+ ion continuously अपनी body में produce होते रहता, तो more acidification of the urine will going to get take place. If you are not going to have a plenty amount of the water. So, in order to avoid that and to maintain this constant pH, the titratable acids will going to get work over there. So in the same mechanism, what is going to get happen from the blood, renal tubular cell, and tubular lumen. In the tubular lumen, in the phosphate system, we have been learned about the disodium hydrogen phosphate. Disodium hydrogen phosphate will come into the tubular lumen, and the reaction which is happening is going to get happen in the same way. In the same way, when carbonic acid, we are going to have the bicarbonate, and this is going to get out. Now, from the disodium, they are going to contribute one sodium molecule to this intracellular compartment, that is the renal tubular cell, from that, and here the product which has been left out is the sodium hydrogen phosphate. Now these sodium hydrogen phosphate will going to get bind with their sodium hydrogen phosphate and they are going to turn into the molecule of sodium dihydrogen phosphate. Okay? Now when it was there in the tubular lumen, the pH was nearly about 7.0 because disodium hydrogen phosphate it is a one type of base. ठीक है, जब कभी भी H+ level की concentration any given compound if H+ level concentration is low, then those kind of product will be called as base. So if you are going to see that disodium hydrogen phosphate it is a base, its pH is nearly about 7.0. When it is moving to the downwards, more H+ ions are getting trapped with the more disodium hydrogen phosphate and they are going to have the sodium dihydrogen phosphate. The pH will going to nearly fall about 4.0 and it is going to get excreted out in the form of the urine. So in this way, the disodium hydrogen phosphate it is regulating that it is maintaining the constant pH of your urine. Sometimes what is going to happen, if disodium hydrogen phosphate it is not going to fulfill the requirement, then your urine will going to start becoming the acidic, more acidic. Okay? Now the last mechanism which is happening, it is the excretion of ammonia. Why ammonia should be get excreted from your body? Ammonia क्यों निकल जाना जरूरी है? It is a toxic substance. What type of container you are going to use for the ammonia? Blood test. Ammonia के लिए कौन सा container use करेगा? Last year का आंसर. What type of container? Sodium chloride. फर्स्ट ईयर में बोलना.
सर क्या बोले?
अमोनिया के लिए कौन सा कंटेनर यूज करेगा टू कलेक्ट द अमोनिया सैंपल एंड इन व्हाट इज द टाइम? व्हाट इज द टाइम? कितने देर में प्रोसेस करना? व्हाट इज द गिवन टाइम फॉर द प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ अमोनिया सैंपल इनसाइड योर लैबोरेटरी? अरे वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, यू शुड नो दिस. For collecting the ammonia, which type of container you need? You need to write down question to know you should receive. And which time you should be processing the ammonia? At what time? After collecting, what is the time? It is zaruri, it is very important. Ammonia. If too much of ammonia it is there, what it is representing? Too much collection of ammonia it is there inside your body. What it is representing? Denaturation of proteins. Denaturation, your protein is getting break down. Because you know that structure, one structure will be going to have the carboxyl and another will be having the amino. See, if these proteins are undergoing the deamination process, that means that your proteins are getting lost. Due to this, if it is not going to excrete it out, they are going to get present inside your body and it will be acting as a toxic substances. आप कल नाम बोलना why ammonia is toxic to your body, in which factor you are going to collect, what is the given time for the processing. There are three main important things are there.
यूरिया बनता ना सर एमोनिया से?
जी, एमोनिया से यूरिया बनता है.
एमोनिया से
उससे पहले अगर too much of production अगर हो गया तो क्या करोगे? What the things is going to get affected? Now, in this example, it has been given that if the any kind of glutamine is going to get converted to the glutamate, any kind of amino acid, if it is undergoing the process called deamination, what is the deamination? Removing of ammonia group. Now, in the process of deamination, what is getting happen? The ammonia will going to jump into the tubular lumen. Deamination, that means that you are removing the ammonia group. Why you are removing the ammonia group after completing the life cycle of the protein? The protein generally will go under the deamination process. So that the new protein is going to get formed in an healthy individual. If you are suffering from any kind of diseases and other thing, then there will be the massive destruction of the protein happening inside your body. ऐसा कोई भी प्रोटीन हो सकता है, ऐसा कोई भी अमीनो एसिड्स होगा. There is list of amino acids are there. Any amino acids can undergo the deamination process. if they are going under the deamination process, what they are going to get to? They are going to release the NH3, that is an ammonia group, from the renal tubular cell to the tubular lumen, and vice versa. This mechanism is happening, so that you are going to get a one free H plus ion. One free H plus ion. Now, what is going to get happen when this NH3 from the ammonia group, ammonium ion, is going to get released into the tubular lumen? What it is a notorious material, it can again go back into the renal tubular cell. Okay, it is an unstable molecule. It can again go back to the renal tubular cell. That we don't want. We want this particular particle to get excreted. So what they are going to do? These H plus ion will going to get trapped, and this molecule will going to get formed to the NH4. And once this is going to get formed in the form of NH4, it can't go again back to the renal tubular cell, and this will need to get excreted from the urine along with the other material. Okay, under the process of the deamination, the ammonia groups are getting released. Once this ammonia is going to get released, we are trapping that thing with the NH4, that is H plus molecule, and turning this molecule NH4, so that it can again won't go back into the circulation and causing the harm. What is ultimately we need to remove the ammonia. Along with the ammonia, the plus point is that you are adding one more molecule of H plus along. So along with that ammonia, it is getting released inside your urine. Okay? So excretion of H plus ion, reabsorption of the bicarbonate, and excretion of titral acids, and excretion of ammonia ions. These are the four type of things which is happening in the mechanism. And all the mechanism we have seen that everywhere we are talking about the removing of H plus ion from your body in the form of the urine. Okay? You go through one everything is